Alrighty, guys, welcome back. 2026 has arrived, and our first game of the year, Glory Days Boxing. No specific reason other than I just had this out, and I was going to do it towards the end of the. I played it, and I was going to play it again towards the end of the year, and I never got around to it. So it was still out. I hadn't put it away, so because I still have it out. It's a little easier to put it back to the table. So, we got a great matchup, 10-round fight here. David Tua against Andrew Golota. And I think this is going to be a good fight. And I don't know who I would have as a favorite in this one. I think they're pretty equal fighting. Obviously, I think Tua would have a better chance of knocking him out. Andrew Golota, though, he's kind of dirty, so who knows? So here we go. 10-round fight. And David Tua is going to be in the red corner today. So we're using the red dice, blue dice for Golota, and 10 rounds is on the thing, of course. We do have our Excel sheets. That's not what I wanted anyways. There's a lot of extra things out there. All right, so let's try this again. There we go. So we have a nice Excel sheet, which we'll keep track of for stamina and for the judges scoring at the end of the round. We have David Tua. He is a mauler, which reduces your opponent's stamina by 10 at the start of the fight. And Andrew Golota is using dirty tactics, so if he fouls, he reduces the stamina by 3. So normally it would be 60 and 70, but as you can see, Golota's stamina is a 70, but he loses 10 because he's fighting Tua, and that mauler ability goes to minus 10 on that. So we'll see that in between rounds. In the meantime, we got percentile dice, we got our T20, we got our red and blue, and we are ready to go. First segment of round 1. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. So 2 is going to be outside 2 stars. That was a 1. Outside 1 star. So first segment is going to go to David Tua. Outside. And it's a 26. And he's going to charge in behind a lead cross for 3 points. A 14 is no power shot, but we do get a chance for the defender to defense. I rolled a 1, which is minus 1. So instead of 3, it's a 2. So first segment goes to Tua. 2 punches landed. Good counter by Golota there, though. And we have second segment. Inside 2 stars. Inside 1 star. So once again, it's going to be inside this time for David Tua. 49. And misses. Check opponent counter. So we're going to see if Golota can counter. As a 14, no counter, and we move on. Tua, 3, inside 1 star. 3, inside 2 star. This one is going to Golota this time. Inside 2 stars for Golota. And he will have his first opportunity of the fight. 72 is going to miss, though. And we're going to check for a counter from Tua. Tua counters on a 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that is a 4. It's going to be a cross, 2-point cross for David Tua. So Tua, outside 2 stars for Tua, inside for Golota. So it's going to be outside for Tua. Tua's in control, 140 to go in the first round. 24. 3 points. A 4 is going to be a power check. 4 is going to be a chin check. A chin check for Golota. Chin power is a 3. It's a 1. And he fails his chin check. So he goes down. Right? I'm just, wow. Let me just double check and make sure I'm doing this right. I'm, not a professional Glory Days boxing fan, so I need to just double check and make sure I'm doing it right. So, I think I am, but I just want to verify because I just want to make sure. That's all. Let's see if I can find it. I've got the rule book. I just need to find it now. Cuts and swelling. Knockdowns. When a fighter rolls within his power rating on the 1d20 during the offensive check, he has a chance of knocking his opponent down or stunning them. If he lands punches and an opponent fails their chin check. Okay, so yes, he failed his chin check. So down goes Golota. Down goes Golota. And now we got to see if his knockout 1, 2, or 3. This fight is over. 1, 2, or 3. This fight is over. Just want to make sure I was doing it right. 1, 2, or 3. And no, Golota's going to get up. But he has been stunned, right? His landing punches and opponent. Do we add in? Oh, we added in the punches, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. When a fighter rolls within his power rating on the 1d20 during an offensive check, he has a chance to knock his opponent down or stun them. If he lands punches and opponents failed their chin check. Okay, we move on to the next segment. 120 to go. And Golota was rocked that time by David Tua. Big punch. Tua up 7-0 so far in this fight. And it's a 1. It's going to be 2 stars inside for Tua. 5 is 2 stars outside. So we're going to have a toe-to-toe exchange. Tua's got the momentum, so we'll go with him first. And that is a 0-3. And that is bombs away with both hands. 5 points. And it is within his power range, so Golota's going to need to do a chin check. Now let's check Golota's. Andrew Golota, 34. And he's going to land a 2-point cross himself. And that is an 8, which is not in his power range. So, Golota needs to make another chin check here. 1, 2, or 3, he's down again. And no, this time he's okay. 1 minute to go. And it is 2 stars inside again for Tua. 4 is inside nothing. So it's going to be a David Tua with momentum here. 63 is going to miss. We're going to check for a counter. A counter from Golota is a 20, so no counter. So 40 seconds to go in the first round. 5 is outside, no stars. 1 star outside. So Golota finally gains his composure here with 40 seconds left. Takes control. A 23. That is outside, 23. Charges behind a lead cross, 3 points. And we can check for a 19 is actually, it was a 19, which means it is a chance of cut and swelling. So cut and swelling is a 1 to 5 for Tua. Let's see if he gets a cut or some swelling. No, it's a 20, so he's fine. So 20 seconds to go in the first round. 4. Inside 1 star for Tua. And inside 2 stars for Golota. So Golota is going to get this last segment of the first round. And a 0-9, and that is a, what did they say, inside. 0-9 is going to be a 4-pointer. A 17 is outside his range. Let's check on the defense of Tua. That is a 1, and it's going to be -1. So on the punch. And ding, 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 ding. That's going to be the end of round 1. It ends up being a 12-8 round. Although there was a knockdown of Mr. Golota. So let me bring this up over here. So Golota did take a knockdown. Golota ended up doing 8 damage. Tua ended up doing 12. And now the difference is 1 to 4 punches. But there was a knockdown in this round. Knockdown column, if high score. Okay, so we got to roll for the judges here. Judge 1. So we are on this column here. And if we roll for the favored, which is a 1 to 11. They're going to score 10 to 8, I believe is how you do that. So, Judge 1 is going to rolls a 20, and he's going to score a 10-10 round. So, Judge 1 scores a 10-10. Judge 2 scores it a 5, so that's the favorite. So that's going to be 2 is going to win that 10 to 8. And for the third judge, he rolls another 5, so that's another 10-8. So both Judge 2 and 3 saw what we saw. Golota getting knocked down. The third judge, he was blind as a bat. He didn't see any of that. Oh, and I put this in the wrong section. This should be 12 here, and this should be 8 here, right? This is going to equal this minus this. This is going to equal this minus whatever he did. Okay. So we're ready for round 2 action here. As we reset everything. All right. So, round 2 is ready to go, and the bell is off. 2 stars outside, 1 star inside. It's going to be David Tua to start things off here in round number 2. 23 outside, and that is going to be a 3-point cross. 3-point cross. All right. I'm actually going to make this a little bit easier for myself. Let's start again. So it is going to be a 3-point cross, but we'll move on to the next segment. But before we do that, we got inside, star, star, outside, star, star, inside, star, inside, star, outside, no stars, and inside, 2 stars. So that's David Tua's dice. Now let's make Golota's dice. And this is going to make things so much easier for me. Outside, 1 star. Outside, no stars. Inside, 2 stars. Inside, no stars. Outside, 2 stars. And inside, 1 star. Okay. There we go. I've got them ready to go now. All right. Let's take a look at, so that was the first segment. And we move on, and you'll see how much faster. It's going to go to Golota inside, 2 stars. See how much faster it is. A 0-4. That's going to be a 4 points. 1 and a 20. A possible cut or swelling on Tua. And he is a 5 again. He's 11, so he's fine. Go on to the next segment. Next segment. Inside, 2 stars for Tua. Tua gets inside. 86, though, is going to be a clinch and no action. 2 minutes to go in round 2. And it is going to be inside for Golota. 88. Clinches, so no action. 140 to go in round 2. 140 to go. And it's going to be Golota inside again. Works inside. 69 is going to be a possible counter by Tua. 7 is close, but outside his range, so no action there. 120 to go. And it's going to be Tua. 2 stars inside. He'll take the control. A 99 is going to be a rare play. So we roll on the event charts. $58. Fighters taunt each other, no action this turn. Okay. So not much going on there. They just taunt one another. And we go. This is very equal round two. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Momentum is with Tua, so we'll go with him first. And that is a 24. And it's going to be a 3-point cross, and that is within his power range. So Golota will need to do that after we do the attack for Golota first. That is a 29 inside by him, and that is a 3-point cross by him. It is outside Golota's power range, so Golota needs a chin check. 1 to 3, or he's knocked down. Oh, just barely wobbles, but he stays on his feet. 40 seconds to go in round two. And it's going to be outside. 2 stars for David Tua. 58 is going to check an opponent counter as he swings wildly, and Golota cannot counter. Last segment of round two. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Inside for Tua. 19, he's going to land 3 points. Not in his power range. Let's see if Golota can get something. That is a 66. That is going to be a miss. So, ding, 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 ding. And the round is over. It is a 9-7 round. A 9-7 round. So, let's see. 9 punches landed there. 7 punches landed there. Should be able to just copy and paste that down, right? Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, something is amok with my sheet. What the frick? Equals this minus this. Take this and copy it straight down your fucking sheet, please. What is this nonsense? Sure why it's being so damn difficult. All right, we'll fix that later. Let's roll for the judges. Judge 1. Let's see, the difference is 2 points again. So 2 points is going to be 1 to 11 is going to be for Golota. 12 to 17 is going to be for, 1 to 11 is going to be for Tua. 12 to 17 is for Golota, and 18 to 20 is going to be a 10-10 round. So let's see what Judge 1 here. Let's roll. Judge 1 is a 7. Judge 2 is a 2. And Judge 3 is a 9. So they all go for the favorite that round. So that means it's going to be a 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9 round. Okay, and there was no fouls or injuries or knockdowns in that round, so we can go on to round number 3. Let's see. Let me resave this. Tua versus Golota. Oh Jesus. Golota. Tua versus Golota. Okay, there we go. All right. Never as easy as you would like it to be for some reason. Okay. So, round 3 is ready to rock and roll here. Tua gets momentum since he had the most damage done in round 2. And we are ready to go. Ding, the bell rings, and it's going to be Tua. Right off the bat, David Tua. And a 0-1 is going to be a 5-point. And an 11 is outside his power range, so we do get to check for a defense. 5, and that is actually a +1. So it's a 6-pointer for Tua to start the round as he wails on Golota. Woo, that one hurt. And we're going to have a toe-to-toe exchange this time. First off, David Tua. 76, though, is going to be a miss. We go to Golota. 0-7. That is going to be a 4-point hit. And a 2, it's going to be a power shot. So, chin check for Tua is a 1. He needs a 1. And if he rolls a 2, 3, or 4, he's dazed or stunned in this game. That is a 20, so he's fine. So, next segment is going to be David Tua inside. David Tua inside 26. It's going to be 3-pointer. Outside his power range. 2 minutes to go in round 3. And we're going to have another toe-to-toe exchange. Starting with Tua. 75 is a miss. We go to Golota. 89 is actually a miss as well. So both fighters swinging outside wildly, missing their opponents. And we're going to have another toe-to-toe exchange on the inside this time. Starting with Tua again. 0-7, that's going to land 4 points. And with Golota, oh, I didn't see if it was a power shot. I forgot to look at the D20. My bad. I'm going to roll it because I wasn't sure. 7 is outside his range. So, all right. So Golota. I'm going to have to remember to do that. And that is a 41 inside. And that is going to be a 2-pointer. But it is a power shot for him. So chin check again for Tua is a 1. And it's a 17. He's fine. 120 to go in round 3. And outside with another toe-to-toe exchange. 3 toe-to-toe exchanges in a row. We're actually going to start with Golota. He has momentum because he did more damage than Tua. 43 is just outside. 43 is too high for him. Otherwise, it would have been a power shot. But it was outside his range. You have to score for it to count. 84 is going to miss. So both fighters swinging wildly here in the 3rd round. Both fighters going for the knockout. And we're going to go inside with David Tua this time. Inside David Tua. 91, though, is going to be a clinch. No punches landed. 40 seconds to go in round 3. And it's going to be inside 1 star. It's going to be David Tua inside. A 58, though, is going to miss. We're going to check for an opponent counter. 1, 2, 3, or 4, and no counter by Golota. 20 seconds to go. Right now it is 11-6 in favor of Tua. And it's going to be Golota with 2 stars inside. 37, he's going to land a 2-pointer. A 5 is going to be a power shot. Once again, it's only a 1 on the chin check. And 3 times he had a chance and Tua just not go down. But he closes the gap. It is a 13-8 round. 13 versus 8. This is equal to this. Okay. And then this is equal to this minus this. Okay. So the difference again is 5 punches. So we're on the 5 to 8 column. So 1 to 15 it goes to the favorite now. 1 to 15 goes to the favorite of the round, and that is Tua. 1 to 15 is going to Tua. Round Judge 1 is going for Tua. Judge 2 is going for Tua. And last, Judge 3 is going for Tua. So all 3 judges giving that round to Tua. 10-9. 10-9, 10-9. And we'll save it, and we'll be off to round 4. Off to round 4. Here we go. I do love my little dice, my little... Make them up for each of the different fighters is so easy. It's so much simpler than trying to look at the combinations. All right, here we go. 3 minutes on the clock, and starting off the round is going to be Tua because he had more damage on Golota the previous round. All right, here we go. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange, outside and inside. We're going to start with Tua outside. 77 is going to be a miss. And for Andrew Golota, 33 inside, and that is going to be a 2-point cross. And a 19 and a possible swelling chance. A cut chance is a 1 to 5 for Tua. 1 to 5. Oh, 6. He's got a little sore red spot on his face from that punch. And Golota takes the lead here in round 4. And it is going to be Golota inside, 2 stars. Andrew Golota inside is a 94. That's going to be a clinch. No punches landed. 2:20 to go in round number 4. And it is going to be a toe-to-toe exchange inside. Toe-to-toe exchange. 0-1 is going to be a 5-pointer. A huge punch there. 15 is outside his range, though. So no power shot, but that was a big one. A 68 is going to miss for Golota inside. 2 minutes to go in round 4. And it's going to be Tua inside with the advantage, but an 80 is going to be too high. We're going to check for a counter. Golota on the counter, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and nope, too high. 140 to go in round number 4. And it's going to be Tua inside, 2 stars. 98. Foul. So 1 punch lands, and then we have to roll a foul check. He is a 6. 1 to 6. It's no foul. No foul. 120 to go. And it's going to be outside David Dua. Outside David Dua. 74 is going to be a counter chance for Golota. 13 is too high. Last minute to go in the fourth round. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange inside and outside. Inside for David Dua first. 86. Clinches, so no punch. Doesn't matter what he rolls. When either fighter clinches in a toe-to-toe exchange, you ignore all damage done. So it doesn't matter what he rolls. So I'm not even going to waste my time. 40 seconds to go in round number 4. And it's going to be Tua inside. That was a 2-star one. 2 stars inside for Tua. 69 is going to be a counter. Golota can try and steal some points, but he cannot roll that counter number. 20 seconds to go. Right now it is a 6-2 advantage for Tua. And it's going to be Tua trying to extend that lead out. And a 61 is going to be no. It's going to be a counter chance once again for Golota. And a 5 is just outside his range. And ding, 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 ding. It is a 6-2 round. 6-2. And Tua is going to take that. This is going to equal this minus this. Okay. So the difference again is only 4 points, 6-2. So 4 points differential. A 6-point differential or 4-point differential means 1-11 is going to go to the favorite. 12-17 is going to go for the underdog, and 18-20 is just going to be a tie 10-10 round. So, Judge 1 is going to go for Tua. Judge 2 is going for Tua. Judge 3 is going for Tua. So all 3 judges again going 10-9, 10-9, 10-9 in favor of David Tua. So Golota is down on the scorecards here. Golota is down on the scorecards. And that's even after that terrible first round where he got knocked down. So resetting the board. All right, David Tua in control here. In this fight, he's knocked Golota down in the first round. And Golota has, 27 left, 35 for Tua. So, round 5 is underway. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Right off the bat. Outside and inside. So, Tua inside, starting things off. 61 is a miss. And Golota, 92. That would be a clinch anyway, so it didn't matter. He clinches. And it's going to be Golota outside again. 94, but I think that's another clinch. Clinches twice in a row. 2 clinches in a row for Golota. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange inside. We'll go with Tua first. 29. And it's going to be a 3-point cross. And it is a power shot. Golota inside. 36. And that is going to be a 2-pointer. And a 14. So, no power shot for Golota, but it is a power shot for Tua. Chin check is a 3 for Golota, and he's okay. 2 minutes to go in the 5th round. And it's going to be Golota outside. 26, and that is going to be a three-pointer. No power chance, so we do have a chance for a defense for Tua. And a 20 is outside his range. So Golota in control of round 5. But two stars inside is going to give Tua a chance. A 78, though, is going to be too high. We're going to check a counter for Golota. Counter is 1, 2, 3, or 4. No, too high. Too high for Golota. 120 to go in round 5. And is going to be an inside exchange. Tua first. 47 is just outside his range. You need 46 or less. So 47 is too high. And a 94 would have been a clinch anyways, which was going to nullify anything any fighter did. And it's going to be inside 2 stars for Golota this time. 92, but once again, another clinch by Golota. And there is just a couple segments left in round 5. And Golota inside again is going to have momentum. 99 is going to be another rare play. This is a second rare play we've had in this game. Or I guess it's a event. It's not a rare play yet. You have to roll on the event and then you can roll on the rare play if you get an event that says roll on the rare play. Let's see what we get. 97. Finishing strong with +3 to all punches landed in the last segment of the current round. Finishing strong, +3 to all punches landed in the last segment. Well, guess what? That is the next segment. Boom. Wow, what's good timing on that? Great timing on that. Whoever lands this one is going to get a +3, which can be a huge advantage. Who's going to get the chance? Or is it going to be a toe-to-toe exchange? It is going to be David Tua is going to get a chance to steal the round. David Tua needs to land a punch. 22 he does. 3 points, +3 because the random event is 6 points. And he's going to steal the round 9-5 on the last ding, 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 ding. Oh, and it's a power shot. We have a power shot, so we got to do a chin check for Golota. And that is, ooh, he would have been stunned. That's what the little number bracket is after the chin check. So he would have been stunned in the next round. But, ding, 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 the end of the round. But that is a 9-5 round in favor of Tua. If you're a fan of David Tua, you got to love how that turned out. 9-5 equals this minus this. So 9-5 is only a difference of 4 punches, though. So that means 1-11 is for Tua, 12-17 is for the Golota, and 18-20 is going to be an even 10-10 round. So 1-11 is Golota. I'm sorry, 1-11 is Tua. 12-17 is Golota. 18-20 is going to be an even round, 10-10. Here we go. Judge 1. Ooh, he likes the upset with Golota. Judge 2 wants to score it a 10-10 round. And Judge 3 is going to give it to Golota. So, wow. That is going to help Andrew Golota. So, that is going to be... It is going to be a... so it's going to be a 10, 9, 10, 10, and 10, 9. So 9, 10, and 9. So that's going to even things up a little bit. Equals. You know what? Hang on a second. Let me, this plus this plus this plus this. Okay. Carry that over, okay, and then we're going to say this is equal to this plus 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 this. Okay, and we're going to take this, copy that over. All right, so you can see the scoring there, 49-47. 50-45 and 49-45. So all three judges so far have this in favor of David Tua going into round number 6. Let's see. Tua with the advantage. And we are ready to go. Round 6 is underway. Round 6. Ding, ding, ding. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange right off the bat. We're going to start with Tua inside. Tua inside, 81 is going to be a miss. And for Golota, he's outside. 48, and that's going to be just too high, and neither fighter lands their punch in the first segment of round 5. I'm sorry, round 6. This is round 6. Try to keep up with what's going on, Jester. It is round 6. Hello, wake up. And it's going to be Andrew Golota outside. Golota, 81 is going to be a counter chance. Counter chance is a 5, and that is just outside his range. Just outside his range. 2:20 to go in round 6. And it's going to be inside, third chance for Golota in a row. And this time he's going to land 4-pointer. And it's a power chance. Chin check. We need a 1, though. We need a... Oh, that is going to be stunned. That means he is stunned. Which means your other fighter uses the higher power check on this segment coming up. So he uses his better power on against a stunned fighter. And it's going to be Golota again on the inside. Can he land another power chance? 48 is just outside his range. So we're going to do a counter check for Tua. 3. And that is a 2-point hook by Tua on the counter. So finally, one fighter lands a counter. And it's Tua now back in control. David Tua back in control. And 61 is going to miss. We're going to look at a counter punch. A 7 is too high. 120 to go. 120 to go. And it's going to be Tua inside. 84. Clinch. Nothing lands on a clinch. 1 minute to go in round 6. And it's a 2-star inside for Golota. 2-star inside, and it's a 10. It's a 4-pointer. And no power chance, so we do have a defensive chance. 5. And that's going to actually add a punch. 40 seconds to go. And it's all Golota here in round 6. And he's going to continue. And a 67 is going to be a miss. Otherwise, it would have been a cut. 20 seconds to go in the round. Tua needs something big here. Tua needs something big. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange inside. Starting with Golota. Actually, he has momentum. Golota, 33, 2-point cross. and outside his power range. Let's see what Tua can do. Tua, 35, 3 points, and it's a power check. Power check, and it's going to be a chin check 3 for Golota, and he's fine. Ding, 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 and that's the bell goes. An 11-5 round. An 11-5 round, and that is going to make a world of difference. Equals this minus this. Okay. So the difference is 11-5 is 6 points. So 1-15 is going to go to Golota this time. 1-15 is going to Golota. And Golota. And Golota. And no, Tua. Judge 3 loves David Tua. Judge 3 loves David Tua. So Tua is actually going to steal a referee vote there. 10-9. But we also have 9-9. 10-10. All right. And we go in round 7. Yes, round 7. Here we come. Resetting everything. And actually, Golota's got momentum going into round 7. Andrew Golota finally decided to do something. And we got everything ready to go for round 7. Here we go. Let's start with the right dice. Round 7. And ding, 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 ding. Here we go. It's going to be outside Andrew Golota. 53 is going to be a counter chance. Counter chance for Tua. 16 is too high. No action in rounds. First segment. Second segment. It's going to be inside to Golota. Golota all of a sudden getting a lot of momentums. 50 though is too high. It's going to be a counter again by Tua. A 1. That time he's going to counter it. It's going to be a 2-point hook. 2-point hook for David Tua. And it's going to be outside chance for Golota. 35, he's going to land a 2-point cross there. 15 is too high for his power chance. 2 minutes to go in round 7. And it's going to be Tua this time inside. 10. And it's going to be a 4-pointer. And 140 to go in round number 7. 140 to go in round 7. That should be a 2, right? And it's going to be David Tua, 2 stars inside. 56 is too high. It's going to be another counter chance. And 11 is too high. 120 to go. 120 to go. Inside David Tua again. 33. And that's going to be a 3-pointer. A 19 is a possible cut. Cut is going to be a 10 on Golota. And it's a 15, so he's fine. One minute to go. And it's going to be Andrew Golota outside. A 0-3 is going to, just missed it, but a 4-pointer. And a 1 is going to be a power chin check. Chin check on Tua. He needs a 1 to get knocked down. No, not this time. 40 seconds to go in the round. Very close one again. Inside, Golota has a chance to steal this round. Needs to land a punch. 69 is too high. It's going to be a counter attack by Tua. Tua inside. Counter is too high. 20 seconds to go. Golota needs to steal this one. And he's going to get a toe-to-toe exchange. Starting with, actually, Tua's got momentum. So, Tua's first. 57 is a miss. We go to Golota. Can Golota land a punch and maybe steal this round? 30. And that is at 3 points. And it's going to be a 9-9 round. Ding, 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 ding. And 14 is too high. So 9-9 round. And that's going to, oops, 9-9 round. Equals this minus this. So Golota is officially tired coming into round 8. But it's a 9-9 round. So we're going to do 1 to 5 on the D20. 1 to 5 is going to be in favor of the red fighter. 6 to 10 is going to be in favor of the blue fighter. And then 11 to 20, they're going to call it a 10-10 round. So let's see how these judges go. Judge 1 is going to go for 10-10 round. Judge 2 is going to go for a 10-10 round. And Judge 3, who we know loves David Tua, is going for the blue corner, actually. So it's a 10. It's going to be a 10-9. And this is going to be a 10-10-10. And just like that, things are extremely close going into round 8 now. We have a 67-68 judge. We have a 69-65 and a 68-64 going into round 8. All right, we will reset. Round 8 is upon us. And it's going to be nobody has momentum because it was a tie. Here we go. Round 8. Ding, 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 ding. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. So we're just going to start with Tua just because he's over here on the left. That's no particular reason. 79. Inside. 79 is a miss. For Golota, outside, he rolls a 77, which is also a miss. So both fighters missing wildly in the first segment. Round 2 is going to be another toe-to-toe exchange. This time that's opposite. 2 is on the outside, and Golota is on the inside. 20, we are going to land a punch this time. 3-point cross. And not inside his power range. And for Golota, 24. It's a 3-pointer, so Golota is going to take momentum. And it's outside his power chance. 120 or 220 to go in round 8. Remember, Golota is actually, that's right, he's using the worse stat ratings because he's tired. All right, 220 to go. 2 stars outside for Golota. That is a 15, and that is going to be a huge punch. 3 points. And 9 is outside his power range when he's tired. But he's up 6-3. But it's going to be 1 star for in the inside for David Tua. 42. 2-pointer. Outside his power range so we can get a defensive check. 13 is too high. 140 to go. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange this time. Inside for Tua. Tua's got momentum. 80 misses. No, he actually, misses. I was going to say he clinches, but he doesn't clinch. A 0-5, though, is going to be a 4-pointer. And outside his power range, 120 to go. In round 8, 120 to go. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange again. 1 star inside, 1 star outside. 81 is going to be a miss on Tua. Golota, 82 is going to be a miss. So both fighters missing their punches. 1 minute to go in round 8. And it's going to be outside David Tua. 17 he's going to land. 3 points. And outside his power range, so we will get a defensive check. 16 is too high. 40 seconds to go. And it's going to be Tua inside, 2 stars. 95 is a foul, lands a punch. Roll for a foul. 14 is too high, no foul. 20 seconds to go in round number 8. And it's going to be David Tua again. 0-4. That's 4 pointers. And ding, 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 ding. Oh, no, power chance. A chin check. He's tired, so his chin check is an 8 or less. He's knocked down. 8 or less, he's knocked down. No. And at 12, he's too high, so he's not even stunned. It wouldn't have mattered because it was the end of the round. But still, no knockdown, which is going to help the scoring of the judges as it ends up being a 13-10 round. 13-10 round. Tua with 13. And Golota with 10. And that means both fighters are now tired going into round 9. It's going to equal this minus this. Wait, what? Equals this minus this. There we go. All right, so Golota is now tired, and so is David Tua. He's at exactly zero stamina. So both fighters are now tired. The difference in the fight is 3 points, 3 punches. So again, we're going to have this crazy scoring thing. So it's 1-11 is for Tua. 12-17 is for Golota. 18-20, they're going to call it an even 10-10 round. So Judge 1 is going to go even 10-10. Judge 2 is going to call it an even 10-10 round. And Judge 3 is going to go with a 10-9 round in favor of Golota. So a 10-9 round. And then the other judges were scoring a 10-10. All right, we go into round number 9. This one might come down to the wire here, actually. This is, I told you guys this is going to end up being a good fight. So, here we go. Round number 9. Oop, I need to get rid of that off the screen so you guys can see. Round 9. And ding, ding, ding. Here we go. It is going to be inside David Tua. And that is an 80, though. That is going to be opponent check for counter. Counter chance. 13 is no counter. Nothing going on in the first segment. Segment 2 is outside chance to David Tua. 53 is going to check for a counter again. And a 6 is too high. So still no action here. 2:20 to go in round number 9. Both fighters tired. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange inside. We'll start with David Tua. 33, finally landed something. 3 points. And a 7 is outside his power range when he's tired. He's only a 3. So outside his chance when he's tired. Golota. We chance for Golota now. And, well, I rolled all the wrong dice, so let's try that again. Golota. Inside. 30. He's going to land a 2-pointer and outside his power chance. 2 minutes to go in round number 9. Inside chance. Inside. We'll start with Tua. 90 is a clinch, so it's going to nullify everything. Don't need to roll for anything else. 140 to go in round 9. Come here, dice. It's going to be 1 star inside for Golota. Or for Tua. Come here, dice. 09. That is going to be a 4-pointer. And outside his power chance so he can defend. A 20 is too high. 120 to go. 2 stars inside for Golota. 43 is going to land a 2-pointer. 14's outside his range, so he can try for a defensive check. 16 is too high. 1 minute to go in round 9. It's going to be David Tua, 2 stars inside. 99, another rare play. We have not had that enough. 14. Fighter goes to canvas, avoiding a wild hook. Rolled a slip, no punches land, go to next segment. So there you go. So he wild punch, Golota goes down, but the crowd gets crazy. The judge says, no, he just slipped. Everyone relax. 40 seconds to go in round number 9. Inside Golota, or Tua inside. 44. 2 points to the body. 15 is too high, so we can try for a defensive check. Too high. And the last segment of round number 9. And it's going to be inside David Tua, 2 stars. Oops. And a 70 is going to be too high. Check for opponent counter. Counter by Golota. 15 is too high. And ding, 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 ding. We go to the judges scoring here. That was a 9-4 round. 9-4 round. 9-4 equals this minus this. Okay, judges score. Again, the difference is 9-4 is the difference of 5 punches. So 1 to 15 is going to go towards David Tua. 1 to 15 is going to David Tua. And that is Tua, 10-9. Tua, 10-9. And Tua, 10-9. So is it 10-9, 10-9, 10-9? And going into round 10, it's a close fight, like I thought it might be, but you can see that if it goes 10-9 or 10-8, 10-8 could Golota could steal judges 2 scoring. Judge 1, so Tua just needs to make sure he doesn't get crazy here. And we go to round 10, the final one. Ding, ding, ding. And it's 2 stars inside David Dua. 20. 3-point cross. Outside his power range, so we have a defensive check. 8 is too high. And another 2 stars inside to David Dua. 42. 2 points to the body. 6 is outside his power range when he's tired. So we got actually a defensive check. 5. And that's actually going to add a punch. 2:20 to go. In the bout. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And it's going to be 2 stars inside for Golota. 32. 2-point cross. Outside his power range, so we can go do defensive check. 16 is too high. 2 minutes to go in round number 10. And it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange inside. 70 is going to be too high for Tua. For Golota. 41, he's going to land at 2 points. And you don't check for defense on a toe-to-toe exchange. 140 to go. And it's going to be another toe-to-toe exchange. We're going to start with Golota because he actually has momentum. 59 is too high for Mr. Tua. 45, and that's going to be a 2 points to the body and outside his chance. 120 to go in the bout. And it's going to be David Tua inside. 57 is too high. Check for an opponent counter. 1. That's going to be a 2-point hook by Golota. 1 minute to go in the bout. Inside David Tua, 2 stars. 16. That's going to be a 4-pointer. And a possible cut. Cut is going to be a 10. It's a 1, so he's cut. We'll roll on the cut table. 16. Gash over the right eye. Gash over the right eye. Gash over the right eye. Okay, I had to put that down. And so that was 40 seconds to go. And it's going to be 2 stars inside. Oh, come here, dice. 89. That's going to be clinch. And 20 seconds to go in the last segment of the fight. The last segment of the fight is going to go to Tua inside. A 19 is going to be 3 points. A 20 is going to be a chance at another cut or swell. That is a 10. That is another cut. And a 14 is going to be cut over the right eye. So he's got a gash over the right eye, and then he's got a cut over the right eye. And they would have probably stopped this fight soon anyways, but that's ding, 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 ding. That's going to be it. It is a 15-6 round. Best round of the fight for David Tua. 15-6. 15-6, and the difference is 15-6 is 9. So it's anything but a 20 is going to the favorite. Anything but a 20. Anything but a 20 is going to go to Tua. And that Judge 1 is going to Tua. Judge 2 is going to Tua. Judge 3 is going to Tua. And it ends up at 10-9 10, 10, 10 versus 9, 9, 9. And so after 10 long rounds, the challenger wins this by unanimous decision. Judge 1 has scored 98 to 95 in favor of David Dua. Judge 2 scores it 99 to 93 in favor of Mr. David Dua. And Judge 3 scores it 97-92 in favor of Mr. David Dua. And your champion and winner by unanimous decision after 12 rounds, Mr. David Dua. We will save this. Gash over the right eye, and he also had a cut over the right eye. So he was starting to be getting some bad shape there. But that is it for our Glory Days boxing. We are keeping track of the fighters and the outcomes in Glory Days boxing, because if we set up a tournament or something and we need records or whatever, so I know we had our other fight was Wilder and Morrison. And Wilder won that fight. Unanimous decision again. Although Tommy Morrison was knocked down twice and Wilder was knocked down once. So that was a really good, awesome fight. I would highly recommend you go check that one out if you haven't seen it already. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And there you go. We got another Glory Days boxing game on the channel. First one of 2026 goes to Glory Days Boxing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. If there's some fighter that you want to see in action, let me know in the comments section down below, and we'll see if we can get him on the channel for you guys. Thanks so much. Hope everyone's having a great 2026 or start to the year. I know 2026 has been a down year for me already. The Buckeyes lost last night, and my peanut brittle that I've been waiting on came out and was all soggy and wasn't very good. So now I don't even have peanut brittle to eat. So I'm very, very upset. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, my friends. We'll see you.